everyone. Welcome to Amazing Aircraft. In this video, we are going to talk about the EA-6B Prowler. This twin-engine, four-seat electronic warfare aircraft served in the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps for nearly 5 decades. The Prowler could jam enemy radars and communications, gather electronic intelligence, and fire anti-radiation missiles. It was the only dedicated electronic warfare aircraft of the U.S. Armed Forces until 2009 and participated in various combat operations from 1971 to 2019. But how did this plane come to be? What made it so special? And what did it do in its long and distinguished career? Buckle up and let's dive into its story. The EA-6A Electric Intruder was a direct conversion of the A-6 Intruder airframe, featuring 2 seats and equipped with electronic warfare equipment. During the Vietnam War, 3 Marine Corps squadrons used the EA-6A to support strike aircraft and collect electronic intelligence on North Vietnamese systems. A total of 27 EA-6As were produced, 15 of which were newly manufactured. Most were retired in the 1970s with the advent of the more advanced EA-6B, although a few continued to serve as electronic aggressor training aircraft with the Navy until the early 1990s. The EA-6B Prowler was a significantly redesigned and more advanced version of the EA-6A, developed in 1966 to replace the EKA-3B Skywarrior for the U.S. Navy. The forward fuselage was lengthened to accommodate a larger 4-seat cockpit, and an antenna fairing was added to the tip of its vertical stabilizer. The Prowler first flew on the 25th of May 1968 and entered service on aircraft carriers in July 1971. Between 1966 and 1991, a total of 170 EA-6Bs were built. The EA-6B Prowler was powered by 2 Pratt & Whitney J52 turbojet engines, enabling high subsonic speeds. It served as the primary electronic warfare aircraft for the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps. Its main mission was to support ground attack strikes by disrupting enemy electromagnetic activity. Additionally, it could gather tactical electronic intelligence within a combat zone and attack enemy radar sites with anti-radiation missiles like the AGM-88 HARM. The EA-6B Prowler was continually upgraded to address evolving threats. The first major upgrade, expanded capability, began in 1973 and improved the reliability and performance of its electronic warfare systems. This was followed by the improved capability upgrade in 1976, which added a new receiver and jammer and enabled the Prowler to fire Shrike missiles. The ICAP-2 upgrade in 1980 further enhanced electronic countermeasures and added the capability to fire HARM missiles. The Advanced Capability EA-6B Prowler was a development program initiated in the late 1980s to improve the flying qualities of the EA-6B and upgrade the avionics and electronic warfare systems. The program was canceled in 1995 due to budget cuts, but some modifications were incorporated into existing EA-6Bs, including new engines, flight control systems, displays, and navigation systems. The ICAP-3 upgrade, which began in 1999, was the final and most advanced configuration of the EA-6B. It provided the Prowler with a new receiver, processor, and antenna system, which improved the accuracy and effectiveness of electronic warfare. It also added new communication and data link systems, enhancing situational awareness and coordination with other aircraft and ground forces. The EA-6B Prowler entered service with the U.S. Navy in 1971 and with the U.S. Marine Corps in 1977. Derived from the A-6 Intruder, a carrier-based attack aircraft, it featured a longer fuselage, a larger cockpit, and a distinctive antenna fairing on the tail. The Prowler's primary mission was to support ground attack strikes by disrupting enemy electromagnetic activity, including radar, communications, and air defenses. It could also gather tactical electronic intelligence and attack enemy radar sites with anti-radiation missiles. The Prowler saw its first combat action in the Vietnam War, where it jammed North Vietnamese radars and protected U.S. strike aircraft and B-52 bombers. The Prowler also supported the evacuation of Saigon in 1975 and the rescue of the SS Mayaguez crew in 1976. A total of 12 Prowlers flew 720 sorties during the Vietnam War, without any losses. The Prowler continued to serve in various conflicts and operations around the world, such as the 1983 invasion of Grenada, the 1986 bombing of Libya, the 1988 Operation Praying Mantis against Iran, and the 1989 invasion of Panama. The Prowler played a vital role in the first Gulf War in 1991, suppressing Iraqi air defenses and enabling the coalition air campaign to achieve air superiority. The Prowler flew over 4,600 flight hours and fired over 150 HARM missiles during the Gulf War, again without any losses. The Prowler also participated in peacekeeping and humanitarian missions in the Balkans in the 1990s, where it jammed Serbian radars and communications and supported NATO airstrikes. The Prowler supported operations in Somalia, Rwanda, Haiti, Bosnia, and Herzegovina. After the 9/11 attacks, the Prowler was deployed to Afghanistan, where it performed electronic warfare and counter-improvised explosive device missions. It jammed remote detonation devices, saving countless lives. The Prowler also supported Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2003, disrupting and deceiving Iraqi air defenses and communications while providing electronic warfare support to coalition forces. In 2014, the Prowler became the first Marine Corps aircraft to fly over Syria, supporting airstrikes and electronic warfare requirements against Islamic State militants. The Prowler was a reliable and effective platform for electronic warfare, and it suffered only one combat loss in its entire service history. In 1991, an EA-6B was shot down by an Iraqi surface-to-air missile, killing all 4 crew members. However, it also faced challenges such as high maintenance, aging airframes, and limited numbers. The Prowler had a high accident rate, with nearly 50 of the 170 built being destroyed in various accidents as of 2013. Some of the accidents were fatal, such as the 1981 crash on USS Nimitz that killed 14 crew members, the 1998 collision with an S-3 Viking on the USS Enterprise that killed 4 crew members, and the 2013 crash during a training exercise that killed 3 crew members. The most notorious accident was the 1998 Cavalese cable car disaster, where a Prowler cut the cables of a cable car system in Italy, causing the death of 20 people. The Prowler crew was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter and obstruction of justice, but were later pardoned by the U.S. president. Despite these challenges, the Prowler and its crews received many awards and decorations for their service and performance, such as the Distinguished Flying Cross, the Air Medal, the Navy Unit Commendation, and the Meritorious Unit Commendation. The Prowler was also honored with a memorial at Naval Air Station Whidbey Island, where 44 crew members lost in EA-6B aircraft accidents were commemorated. The EA-6B Prowler retired from U.S. Navy service in 2015 and from U.S. Marine Corps service in 2019 after nearly 5 decades of service. The last Navy deployment of the Prowler was aboard USS George H.W. Bush in 2014 with VAQ-134. The final Navy operational flight took place on the 27th of May, 2015. The U.S. Navy hosted a retirement commemoration for the Prowler from 25 to the 27th of June, 2015 at NAS Whidbey Island. The last Marine Corps deployment of the Prowler was to Al Udeid Air Base, Qatar, in 2018 with VMAQ-2. The final Marine Corps operational flight occurred on the 8th of March, 2019, and the U.S. Marine Corps disbanded its last Prowler squadron, VMAQ-2, on the same day. The last Prowler was donated to the Smithsonian's National Air and Space Museum, where it is displayed at the Stephen F. Udvar-Hazy Center in Chantilly, Virginia. The EA-6B Prowler was a remarkable aircraft that played a vital role in many combat operations, from Vietnam to Syria. It was a unique and versatile platform that could perform multiple missions and adapt to various threats. It was also a testament to the ingenuity and dedication of the engineers, pilots, and crews who designed, operated, and maintained it. Despite facing challenges such as obsolescence, attrition, and accidents, the Prowler remained a reliable and effective platform for electronic warfare. It was continually upgraded over the years, but still lagged behind evolving threats like stealth aircraft, advanced radars, and cyber attacks. The Prowler also suffered from high maintenance costs, aging airframes, and limited numbers. It had a high accident rate, with nearly 50 of the 170 built being destroyed in various accidents as of 2013. Some of the accidents were fatal, such as the 1981 crash on USS Nimitz that killed 14 crew members, the 1998 collision with an S-3 Viking on the USS Enterprise that killed 4 crew members, and the 2013 crash during a training exercise that killed 3 crew members. The most notorious accident was the 1998 Cavalese cable car disaster, where a Prowler cut the cables of a cable car system in Italy, causing the death of 20 people. The Prowler crew was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter and obstruction of justice, but were later pardoned by the U.S. president. Despite these challenges, the Prowler and its crews received many awards and decorations for their service and performance, such as the Distinguished Flying Cross, the Air Medal, the Navy Unit Commendation, and the Meritorious Unit Commendation. The Prowler was also honored with a memorial at Naval Air Station Whidbey Island, where 44 crew members lost in EA-6B aircraft accidents were commemorated. The EA-6B Prowler was a remarkable aircraft that played a vital role in many combat operations, from Vietnam to Syria. It was a unique and versatile platform that could perform multiple missions and adapt to various threats. It was also a testament to the ingenuity and dedication of the engineers, pilots, and crews who designed, operated, and maintained it. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, remember to like, share, and subscribe. The sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning. Thanks for watching. See you next time.